Coach, it is a perfect night here in the capital city of Atlanta, Georgia. We've got the roof open, and we are ready to go at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Atlanta Falcons. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Well, he can be a load to handle off the edge, and he can do it against the pass. Sure, he can do it against the run like he did there.
And you mentioned a load. How about having to adjust to his speed as well? Because not only does he bring some pop, he brings some dash as well. A nice play on that situation.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Go!
2nd and 11. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Operating from the gun, Kenny. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And the Giants send out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. Pulled in at the 24. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a first carry here for Robinson. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Set. Head over.
58, right there. You're trapped. Check it back.
On third down, Kitchen. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Set. 30 base.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Clear.
Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Ain't no
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Kenny, he's going to fire one deep. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
45.
Looking to throw. Kenny. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He's got a man. Complete. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll hand it off to Bush. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
Ready up.
45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. You don't know no better.
Stay tripped.
On 2nd down now, Slade, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd.
Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
And the Giants' 1st down.
Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh. 6-6. Pull it high.
They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. Twist. Kill.
Get it.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And that is the definition of yards after catch. They go short on the pass, and the receiver does the rest.
Seems so harmless, doesn't it? To throw it underneath, a short pass like that. But boy, it gets dangerous in the hands of the right receiver as he makes a move and takes it the distance.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken short. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a give, right side. Kitchen. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football. Now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
Ready? 60 or.
Here we go. Hey, watch it, watch it.
From the gun, Kenny. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And this will get him all the way inside the Giants' 10. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 53 yards. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They've got it first and goal at the 7. They'll run it now with Robinson. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here we go, set, 30 base.
Throwing on first down. Kenny. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Here we go. 10-2 stop.
Lost the pass.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Giants have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. This will be taken very short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Kitchen. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
We own them. X3. 218. Chop.
2nd and 5. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike.
He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man. I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game, because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Kenny. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. On 1st down, Slade. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half, as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Let him go by a little too easily there.
Well, that's what we saw on film, isn't it? His head goes down oftentimes when he goes to punch, when he's trying to block. And when you do that, you can't see your target. He went right past him and made the play.
On the double. Hey, lock it. Check 4.
On 2nd down, Slade. And this time they were waiting for him, as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Gator. 45. I got it. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. Deep grip.
Operating from the gun. Kenny, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he's on to kick it away. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. No gain on the play there, second down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Second and 10. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. And they have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that 1st down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So it can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Results in a 4th down.
The Falcons send out their punter. He's been terrific so far. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. This is fielded at the 7. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken short. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
On the
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They'll run on first down. Kitchen. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 33-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
He's coming. We got double up. Hard. Check. Crunch.
They'll keep it on the ground. Kitchen. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, Charlie. Topper. 36.
He'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what did you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now back to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Bam! Yes!
On first down, Kitchen. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Greystone, Travis. Get it.
They'll keep it on the ground. Kitchen. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Watch the screen. Hey, Foxtrot.
Looking to throw. And an alley to run. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Get some 9 yards and a first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Tight dog.
They'll run on first down. It's Robinson. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point forthcoming. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
To throw on second down. Kenny, he'll rifle this one deep right side. And got his man complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big pickup of 38.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, Kenny. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Ready, set. 45, Mike, 45. Not here.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 9 good yards there on the run, and now 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Looking to throw. Kenny. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
Here we go, set. 10 Lobo. 80 weapons. Leo! Hey, rock it!
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. From 6 yards away as his guys are able to regain the lead.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead. And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken very short.
Let's go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula? That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot. Yeah. But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground. They'll keep it on the ground. Kitchen. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here I come again.
On 1st down, Kitchen. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want. Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Go on. Check hot route. Get ready.
They'll run here with Robinson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch. Yeah, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Check 31. Check 43. Hey, Delta. Spots. Hard. No.
They'll keep it on the ground. Kitchen. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly. And rode him right out of bounds. The Falcons on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 11. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Falcons on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 11. Back to throw here. That will dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Switch.
They'll try and run for it. It's first and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky fourth down call. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there, relied on the big guys up front, and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
Back to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
And that's what he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. They'll try the left side. Kitchen. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Rock it. He's crossing. He's checking crack.
On third down, Robinson. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. Fourth quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good.
Go, Jeff, get it.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And this Giants defense able to come up with a goal line stand. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Come on,
line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Watch the whip.
Throwing again. Kenny. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that. One, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45.
And the blitz does come. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brooks. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Ready, ready. 45. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option.
Now he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
Hey, wahoo! 45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. I smell fear in that offense. Let's go.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Kenny under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Watch safety creep. Watch out. Safety's creeping. 45. 45. Mike.
Back to throw. Kenny. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This is taken at the 23. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And last time they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Catch him. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
This is more where I came from.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. On the run, it's Robinson. The great move couldn't free him. Taken down at the 10. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D linemen to make the play.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. He's got a first down and more past the 30. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
First play of the drive, excellent run, just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
At the 44-yard line.
Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. They'll keep it on the ground. Slade. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. 17 yards and a giant first down.
That's how you get right up off of the map, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run. Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one.
On the ready. Mike, 45. Let's go, dude. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for the Giants, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.